Mis pancinco a ustedes pa omne one. Primeramente, mis saludos y respetos going out to everyone. This is not a mukbang, but I appreciate every single one of you guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys. You know what? This was a beautiful weekend for me, and I hope it was a beautiful weekend for yourself. I got to do a lot of fun stuff this weekend, you know. Thanks to Victor. Everybody, you know, if you're with the movement, say thank you, Victor, or just keep them in prayers. You know what I mean? With that being said, I went to Mastro's in Malibu, right? And it's a trip. I was gonna make a whole video just on that, but you know what? I'm just gonna make it real quick right here. I'm just gonna say it right here, you know, like. So first off, we go in there. We're the only Mexicans in there, right? Everybody's tripping out. Like, I got a Dickies shirt, homie. You know what I mean? The pants were expensive, but they weren't. Not because I bought them. It was like FR pants, you know. My boss bought them for me for work, you know. But I used them for that, you know. And I noticed a lot of rich fools, a lot of rich people. They have Air Force. I seen like at least 5 pairs of Air Force Ones, different colors. I seen some that might be more expensive than $100, but that's all people were wearing, like the youngsters, you know. But there was a lot of rich people in there, you know. I even think I seen some celebrities inside, but I can't, off the top of my head, I don't know who that guy is. Some little short dude, you know. I think he might be a comedian or something. Anyways, aside from that, I passed through Danny Trejo's truck in Malibu, so best believe I'm gonna be heading over there in the future near. And then I'm gonna save up. I'm gonna save up money because I had to wait like an hour or 2 hours just to go in Mastro's, right? And then once we were in, everybody was like, oh. Like, I didn't know nobody right there. It was just like, I didn't want to get kicked out. I don't know the guidelines. I don't know the rules. But I think I might be able to do a mukbang inside Mastro's as long as I keep it to a minimum. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be yelling mukbang for too long, you know, because then they might trip or... But, I'm going to save up some money. I'm not going to say this year, but in the future near, that'll be a tight-ass mukbang, you know, because they do have some firme food. I don't even know what to order. That's another thing. But I'm going to look into that. And hopefully, you know, if I save up enough money to go, I'm going to go over there and do a mukbang. But don't expect it too soon, though, you know, because I just went there. So then we went on a boat. I went on a boat. So that's my first time going on a boat. It went for an hour cruise, you know, but it was cool. You know what? I was just talking to my Jainita, dog, and it was the people. We went at the right time, bro, because the people that were on board just made it fun for us, you know. It was like a family. Everybody was talking. I had an Oxnard shirt. Nobody was tripping on me, you know. Everybody was being just funny. Everybody was, you know, like the families there. Hey, let us take pictures of you guys, you know. And it was a beautiful experience. You know, I never thought that I could be in a situation where I live something like that, you know. And it's all about sacrifice. You have to sacrifice, you know what I mean? So with that being said, I'm going to get right into it. Life of sacrifice. Okay, so look, man, when I first got out from prison, right, I didn't have nothing. I didn't know nothing, and it was very hard to get started, you know, especially when you don't have nothing. I didn't have a TV. I didn't have a bed. I didn't have nothing, bro. You know what I mean? Luckily, with the support system that I do have, my siblings, you know, they lend me some money so I could get started, and they always push me, you know. They were all like, nothing's easy, bro. Don't think, nobody owes you nothing. Like, just go out there and get that money, homie. Like, you know, this is not the place to be, you know. right here in the free world is not a place to be just expecting for people to give you stuff. You gotta go earn it, bro. You know what I mean? So you know what? I'm not gonna lie. My brother paid for the first month of my rent, right? And then I started working, and then he asked me if I needed more help, and I said no. You know what I mean? So I started just for a whole year, bro. I was just living like check by check. You know what I mean? But it's a sacrifice. Remember, we're talking about sacrifice, homie. Sacrifice. So trip out. In all reality, bro, at that time, I'm still living a pretty boring life. I don't do much. I'm still on GPS, and I don't really like to go out too much, you know what I mean? But when I do, I have fun. Like, if it's the last time, I might have fun, bro, you know what I mean? But trip out on this, bro. For like a whole year, you know, I was living check by check. Like Hyenas would invite me to go to places like the Cheesecake Factory. That's only like a $100 bill, you know what I mean? $100 bill. Once you're in there, you're only gonna pay like $100 if it's two people, you know what I mean? Like $120 at the most, you know. And you buy some shots and whatnot, you know what I mean? So it's not that expensive. And then Lazy House, you know. There was a few places where, you know, at one time I remember some hyena took me, you know, on a date. Not on a date, you know, we're just chilling, you know. Let's go have some dinner. And she paid, you know, and I felt bad, homie, because I couldn't pay for the meal, you know. And I was raised to pay for the meal whenever you go with the Jainita, you know. So it made me, you know, it hurt my pride, but it's all good. That pain is what motivates me now to go to work every morning, homie. Like, I'll get into that later, but trip out. So the first year is check by check, homie. You know what I mean? So you gotta stay real patient, and you gotta know that for this movement, it's gonna be a lot of sacrifice, homie. You know, I didn't have a bed, homie. I was sleeping on the floor. The first year when I got out from prison, I was sleeping on the floor. I had a room in Fillmore, California. I didn't have nothing, just one TV that my brother, you know, helped me out with. And that's all I had at the time, bro, you know what I mean? And so yeah, I would sleep on the floor. I'll put some blankets on the floor, and then I'll sleep right there, you know. And that went on for 6 or 7 months, you know. Even the landlords were like, what the hell? You know, they were tripping out because I didn't have nothing. They offered me a TV. They offered me a few things, but I don't want to take from people like that. You know what I mean? I wanted to work to get my own, and then I didn't want them to be in my business. So I stayed humble, homie. And, you know, the saddest thing that's ever happened to me, right? I started talking to some hyena. She knew who I was. And not talking as far as like in a relationship, right? But we're talking just to kick it. I want to kick it with you. I want to enjoy some time with you, right? So this is probably last year, you know. So anyways, so one time she's at a quinceañera. She's drinking a little bit, and she says, hey, what's up? I'm down to kick it. And this hyena's pretty fine, bro, you know. So I'm like, damn, I can't say no. This hyena's fine, you know. She wants to kick it, but then I'm like, don't trip. Fucking, let's go somewhere. She's like, nah, I don't want to go nowhere. I just want to kick it with you. That's it. So I'm like, damn, bro, like, let's rent a motel. I'll pay for it. You know, even then I didn't have the money to pay for it, but I knew that it was gonna be a good experience, you know. So I was like, I'll pay for a motel, it's all good, you know. Even if I stay with no money, I'll probably ask my brother for $50 so I could have enough for gas, you know. But still she says, no, I don't want to go to a motel. So I'm like, all right, well, let's go to the park. So she's like, nah, I don't want to, what am I gonna do at the park, you know? I'm wearing, I don't know what kind of shoes she was wearing, but she said she was wearing some type of shoes that she didn't want to go to the parking, you know. So I'm like, oh man, you know. And I told her straight up, like, look, homegirl, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, you know what I mean? I'm trying to take us somewhere else, because where I live is like, I don't have nothing. It's just the room where I rent, and that's it. So she said she didn't care, Holmes, right? So she went, we kicked it, whatever, you know, drank some beers. She left. But I know for a fact she never came back, you know. So I know for a fact that's not the type of environment, you know. That's not the type of setting she was looking for a vato to have, you know. But it's all good, you know. It's a sacrifice, and today I'm happy that, you know, I was blessed to find a job. I was blessed to find an employer that kept me for 2 years in January. So we're in October right now. October, November, December, January. In 3 months, I've been employed 2 full years by the same employer, and I'm blessed for that. So let me tell you, it's a sacrifice. I sacrificed the first year by not going to the hood too much. I sacrifice people with, you just, you know, you keep it pushing, homie. Like, I'm not going to deal with all that negativity, you know what I mean? If I run into people and they want to act a certain way, that's fine, you know, like, no disrespect, but if you're in my face, you might or might not get a reaction, you know, but that's besides the point. The point is that I sacrificed that. I sacrificed having fun. I just got out from doing a bunch of years, and I'm sacrificing all my freedom out here, you know. People, why? Because I want to stay out. I want to stay out. I want to succeed. I want to have a job. I want to have money. You know what I mean? And I never thought that I could accomplish any of those things, but I still sacrificed. I sacrificed. Now I have a job. Now I don't have money, but I have a little bit of money, you know, enough for 2-3 rents saved up, homie. If I can't work for a month or two, I'm still covered because I'm saving money. I don't spend all my money. You know what I mean? That's a sacrifice, homie. But now I'm set. I want to get to the point where I have $20,000 in the bank. And that's what I'm doing, homie. If I could do it, you could do it as well. I didn't have nothing last year, homie. I didn't have nothing. I mean, I'm not living in luxury. I have a little bit. It's on the floor because I broke the leggings, you know. I broke the holder. So it's on the floor. It's just 2 mattresses on the floor. But that's good enough for me, you know. I have a TV. I don't even have internet. I don't have internet at my house. You know, for some reason the provider didn't I called like 3 people. They didn't want to do it. They said we couldn't do it because there's some trees that block the towers, whatnot. So I don't even have internet, you know what I mean? But guess what? I have my own little spot. To me, it's a beautiful little spot. It's bigger than a cell. It's bigger than a jail cell. It has everything I need. I have food. I can go out and eat whenever I want. And that's a sacrifice on me. All the sacrifices I made drove me here. All the sacrifices I'm making still to this day will pay off in the future. So you need to sacrifice as well. I'm gonna let you know right now. You need to sacrifice, bro. You know what I mean? That's what sacrifice is all about. If you're gonna be out there in the barrio running amok, that's fine. You're gonna sacrifice your life for the barrio. You're gonna go to jail for your barrio. That's fine. I've done it before. Plenty of times. 10 plus years of my life gone down the toilet just for that. Just for people to say I'm down. I'm a down ass vato. You know what I mean? And that's fine, you know? I respect it. I respect it. Why? Why do I respect it? I respect it because I know that feeling, homie. I know that feeling. I know how it is to do that because I've done it. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to sit here and talk bad about your lifestyle. I'm not going to do that because I live that lifestyle. I wasted my whole life living that lifestyle. But guess what? I'm just here to tell those that need the help, those that need the motivation, that there's another way. Look at me. After wasting all those years, now I'm here trying to succeed. I'm not successful. I'm not someone that say, oh, well, you know, do whatever I did. Nah, homie, you gotta work for yourself. You gotta want it yourself. You gotta stay motivated. You know what I mean? I'm just letting you know that it's all about sacrifice, homie. If you don't sacrifice in whatever miscellaneous situation you find yourself in, if you don't sacrifice, you're not gonna accomplish nothing. If you don't work out, you're not gonna lose weight. That's plain and simple, bro. If you don't go to work, you're not gonna get paid. Unless you're like I don't know what you're doing, you know what I mean? There's a lot of situations that you gotta exclude, you know, for the most part. You know what I mean? If you don't do this or that, nothing's gonna happen, you know what I mean? You gotta stay activated. You gotta stay activated, you gotta stay elevated, you know what I mean? So that's my testimony for the day, homie. And today I wanna let you know that I have a little car. It's not a beautiful car, but it gets me from point A to point B. I get to work every day. I get to work every single day. Last week, homie, I worked Monday through Saturday. Every day. My toll, because I do hard labor, homie. I do some very... Excuse me, I'm at lunch break right now. I'm sacrificing my lunch period to come and make this video for you. That's a sacrifice, because I know it's gonna motivate someone. I don't care if it doesn't motivate a million people, but if it motivates one person, then I'm gonna make this video and I'm gonna sacrifice because it's worth it. It's motivating someone, you know what I mean? So my pinky toe, it cracked and it was hurting, and I didn't get no sleep during the weekend, you know what I mean? So it didn't heal right. I don't know why, but then I slept last night, homie. I slept like a baby. I slept like a baby, and guess what, homie? It's healed. I still feel it a little bit. It still hurts a little bit, but not like the past 3 days, you know what I mean? And I still went to work all week, homie. All week. If they tell me there's work Saturday and Sunday, I'm gonna go to work, which they normally don't, but they have before, you know? It's all about working, homie. It's all about working for what you want. Don't ever let anyone to deviate your mind from fighting for what you want. That's all it is, bro. You know? But with that being said, it's already been some minutes. I can't even see with these glasses on. So it's already been 17 minutes. So I don't want to bore you to death. You know what I mean? With this experience. But I wanted for you to have something to look at, you know, because there's a lot of people at the work site. There's a lot of people driving to work, and they listen to my videos, bro. And I respect that, homie. I love that. You know what I mean? That just gives me more energy, homie, to keep on doing what I'm doing, you know what I mean? Because I like YouTube. I listen to other people on YouTube as well, you know what I mean? Maybe not the type of person you would be interested in, but I'm interested in a bunch of different stuff, you know, and I hope they put up more content so I can look at it. And when I'm going to work on my way over there, you know, I listen to books, whatnot. So if you're doing that right now, then muchísimas gracias, you know? So with that being said, Quali, yo Wally, be expecting a mukbang pretty soon. And much love and respect to every single one of you guys. You guys made this platform. It's already at 7,000. And just remember that you were part of the first wave.